Hey yo, what is up everybody? It's B Militant. Welcome to the Redskins review for the Redskins-Ravens game, which I went to the game. Hail to the Redskins. Thank God we beat the shit out of the Ravens. And not only did we beat the shit out of the Ravens, the Eagles did as well. So I live here in Baltimore. So a lot of people here are Ravens fans, and they're always talking shit about how their division is the hardest and this and that. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? The Eagles and the Redskins just made your team quit. We made your team give up. They gave in. They had no will to play anymore. Like there was no contest. Tim Tebow had 32 rushing yards versus your team, and versus the Redskins, your team had 55 rushing yards. Are you fucking kidding me? Your team looked like a high school team. So, anyway, let's get into the game. It was good, man. Obviously Kirk Cousins, he struggled somewhat at the beginning, but that's understandable. And the interception that Kirk Cousins did throw in the game, I completely do not hold anything against him for that interception, and this is the reason why. Being a veteran player, being on that caliber of team that is the Ravens, they know that Kirk Cousins was not expected to be our starter this week. All week we thought RG3 was going to start. Everyone believed that. Even the Redskins organization did until one day before. And Kirk Cousins, he's getting the nod to play the game, and now he's going to start. And he's not a very experienced guy. I mean, yes, he's in his fourth year, as is RG3, but what did he play? Like 10, not even 10 games or something like that? And he's growing. He's a young quarterback, is what I'm trying to say. He hasn't even played a whole goddamn season. Yeah, he's somewhat a rookie. I'm not gonna say he's a rookie, but he doesn't have the experience. And knowing that, what is an offensive coordinator to do with a rookie who everyone is thinking is about to take the lead job for our team and be our new starting quarterback for this year? What is the offensive coordinator going to do? He's going to do small little dink plays to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick, to give him some confidence, to get him to move the ball somewhat right away, and just get him some confidence, get a good drive going. And what do the Redskins do all the goddamn time? They throw screen plays to Pierre Garçon, and it was so goddamn obvious that this was happening that I don't blame Kirk Cousins whatsoever for that interception. Yeah, maybe he could have done something a little bit different, but it's not his fault that Morgan Moses got pushed back into his line of his throw, and it's not his fault that our offensive coordinator called us a goddamn awful play, something so predictable that it didn't have to be Terrell Suggs. It could have been anyone out there on the street would have had a somewhat clue to sniff that play out. So, that being said, Kirk Cousins went 20 for 27, 190 yards, a touchdown pass, interception. Had 2 scoring drives. He started off slow, but he got rhythm, and he looked exactly how I thought he would look. In my last week's video, I even said that just like the Lions game, I believe the Redskins will struggle at the beginning somewhat, and then when it came to our second and third string, that's where there would be no comparison, and we would win the game is with our second and third string, which is exactly what happened. But at halftime, Kirk Cousins actually had us in the lead, man. So I was off a little bit, but I was also correct that our second and third string just made their team look like a high school team. There's no comparison. A lot of guys stepped up. I forget who it was with that punt hit. I forget his name. They announced the name wrong when it first happened because I was at a stadium and they announced Carrier or whatever, our new tight end. They announced he's the one who, maybe he recovered it. I don't know. But yeah, another big topic. Keenan Robinson is the fucking man. I've been saying that. He's been filling in London Fletcher's position very well. He's fast. He's not afraid to tackle. He had the most tackles in the game. Um, and yeah, obviously, he straight, my man Keenan Robinson just grabbed this dude by his waist, turned him upside down, and shook the lunch money out of his pockets and taxed the dude. And now everyone's gonna get all pissed off. Everyone's gonna get all pissed off, and oh, it was a legal hit or whatever. If it was a legal hit, why was there no flag on him? There was no flag on him. How could people get body slammed all the time? What is a tackle? He didn't. What is illegal is when you go high on the initial contact to someone's head intentionally. And then not also sometimes when it's not intentional, you touch someone's head, you're still gonna get a flag. But he grabbed this dude by his waist and slammed him. That is a tackle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so tired of these Baltimore Ravens fans who are known for being dirty ass players sitting there trying to say what Keenan Robinson did was dirty. No, man, you're a grown ass man. If you don't want to get picked up and slammed on your head, don't catch that fucking ball. How about that? So to move on, also, John Harbaugh should have been thrown out of the game for running across the field. I don't know. And then that's something that Ravens fans aren't going to want to sit there and acknowledge, is that their coach easily should have been thrown out of the game for running on the field when there's a fight. When there's a fight on the field, only 11, it's 11 versus 11. No one else can get on that goddamn field. Now, if the coach ran out there and just got everybody back, they're not going to call a flag on that. Even our coach, Gruden, he went on the field not far, but he was like, hey, get back here, guys. Don't get penalties, yada, yada, yada. And John Harbaugh ran all the way over to our sideline to yell shit at us. Dude, he should be fined. He should be fined. He should have been thrown out of the game. So I'm tired of these Ravens fans sitting there like, oh, too many flags and nothing ever goes our way. Man, your coach should have been thrown out of the goddamn game for being an asshole because his team was getting wrecked. Actually, they were winning at that point, but whatever. So what else? Matt Jones is the man. I'm about to actually, when I get done making this video, I was at the game. I didn't get to see it how everyone else got to see it on TV. I got the game ready. I'm going to watch it again. And I'm going to watch Matt Jones. There was this one play that got called back with a penalty where Matt Jones took his shoulder and straight dug it into some dude on the sideline and wrecked him. And my voice is all messed up, man, from screaming. When I was at the stadium, man, and Steve Smith had that touchdown, all the Ravens fans wanted to give me shit, and they wanted to say shit to me. But what happened in the third quarter? All those same people yelling shit at me, I was yelling that shit to them when they were leaving the goddamn stadium because they knew their team lost. Which, I didn't start shit. They started it. So I just wanted to finish it. But great win all around, man. Even though the Ravens haven't looked good in their past few games, I mean, Joe Flacco and their offensive line, they look all right. But the Redskins don't give up. The Redskins stop the run first, and they swarm to the ball. It's great. Maybe it didn't work so great last year, but that's because our safety play. And our safety play is still, I'm still waiting to see, man, but 55 yards rushing for an NFL team. We gave up 91 rushing yards in our first 2 preseason games. That's fucking good, man. I don't know if you guys aren't excited for this. And yeah, okay, it's preseason. It's preseason, but in the 3rd preseason game, the 2 teams, they actually game plan to play each other like a real game. There's no more excuses for the preseason. What happened in the first half, that's real. That was 2 teams duking it out. And yeah, maybe we had some people not play. Ryan Kerrigan, Deshaun Jackson, Bashad Breeland, they didn't play for us, man. Who was out for the Ravens? I'm sure there's probably one or two, a few people. But come on, man. We definitely got the better of them. And if Joe Flacco ever was to get hurt, Matt Schaub and Renner or whatever, a joke. Their second string, their quarterbacks after Joe Flacco, it's all a joke. if Joe Flacco was to ever get hurt somehow, which I mean that's his one good area is that he doesn't get hurt. He's so big, he can take hits and he doesn't get hurt. But if he ever did get hurt, the Ravens organization would just Matt Schaub. You think Matt Schaub's gonna do something? What does he have? An interception in every single preseason game so far? Well, I'm trying to think of some more things, man. Alfred Morris, we didn't get the running game going early enough, man. But also, I mean, we started Crowder, man. Like we kind of mixed it up, man. We did exactly what I said in the last video. How I said I wanted to see I didn't want to see just Kirk Cousins move up to the first string. I wanted to see them play around and move some other guys up, some guys who are hungry to play with our first string versus our first string, and they actually did that. Jamison Crowder, the very first preseason game he's even played in the NFL, he played last night, and he looked pretty good, man. Who else? Matt Jones still looked good, man. But no, who else? Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson played as our he played as our second string running back last night. He did okay. But yeah, man, I'm proud of him, dude. Everyone was stepping up, and I understand that it's still preseason, but it's exciting to see our guys get fired up. So it's exciting to see our guys out, be more physical than the Baltimore Ravens, man. And I mean, it's a good feeling, even though everyone's gonna say it's just preseason. Preseason means nothing. That's true, but would you rather not get excited? Would you rather not see our guys try to see guys out there trying to make a goddamn team? People who are hungry, like that. It's just exciting, man. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think about the game, and do any of you think that hit was illegal or that Keenan Robinson had? Because I don't have a fucking problem with it, man. I think the NFL is becoming soft, and I think if they weren't so soft, I think even last year with Brandon Merriweather and Ryan Clark as our safeties, even though that they couldn't be very good cover safeties, I think if there weren't so many flags on them, they would have ran the NFL. I think people would have been afraid to throw the ball. People would not be crossing across the field because they know Brandon Merriweather and Ryan Clark would have held it down, dude. But it didn't happen because too many flags, dude. Whatever. Football's not football anymore, and I understand it's all about money. But I'll make this topic for another video. I plan on doing videos every single week for every game, but also I have topics that I want to do in between those games. Sometimes that might be one of them, the NFL going soft. I also want to do like a RG3 versus Kirk Cousins video, because that's a whole topic within itself. And don't get me wrong, I love both guys. I hope both do well. Even Colt McCoy. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Hail to the Redskins, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether you agree or disagree with me about whatever it is. I will comment back, and thanks for watching. Peace.